I really enjoyed being the, hello?
Is it on? Is it up? Go ahead.
Check. Check. Hello?
There. Okay.
Well, I really enjoyed being the black sheep growing up. So, and it's a position I hold with great honor. And as far as the meditation goes, Daryl started doing quite a few meditations in the class in Kelowna in June, and what has been going on for myself is that each time I do the meditation, it's building on each other. And so I am going deeper and deeper, and sometimes I think to myself, wow, I think I'm gonna do a takeoff here. And that's what happened in this one. It was like...
Trust.
Yeah.
Guess what? Take a look. I just observed. You should see how many people can't get comfortable. Their eyes are open. They're looking at their phones. These are people I would not want to live with. Okay, and it's not because I don't like them. It's because they don't even want to live with themselves. They can't even calm themselves down. We let that first one go for a reason. To show you how difficult it is to be with yourself. My God, if it was silent, there'd be people there trying to off themselves. Tomorrow we're going to go through the way to do it. We're going to do the connecting to the lionheart breath. We're all going to do that together. We're all going to put a slight smile on our face. And if you just do those two things when you go to do that meditation, you'll go in and you'll stay. You know that uncomfortableness that you feel? That's the imposter syndrome. That's the I'm worth less syndrome, okay? Okay? You don't believe in yourself, you actually, well, why don't we break up belief? Be what?
Lie.
Be lie. So until you can get that whole thing and put it together and that on the end, there's no belief. You're not the lie. When somebody tells you that they're unhappy with you, what's the first thing you do? You look how you failed them. Really? I'm unhappy with you. So let's hear about it. Not like that, but let's hear about it. Let's hear about it. Well, I'm happy because da-da-da-da-da-da-da. How many people have been married for 10 years or more? Yeah, and you're still trying to find out how to communicate with yourself. Forget anybody else. Don't tell me you have a great relationship, because if you do, then it's the only one you ever had. So cut the crap. No, this is called advanced training. You can lie to your husband, you can lie to yourself, your husband can lie to himself, you can lie to each other, and that's what couples do. What is it that you hide about him that he doesn't want to change? And what is it you hide about her that she doesn't want to change? And they've made this pact between them without even talking. I think that's pretty good communicating. Let's not grow at all, but pretend we are. And that's every couple. Well, no, that's not Lori and I. Because guess what? We've done the work. And I'm not telling you I'm better than anyone else. I'm not better than anyone else. I'm not worse than anyone else. I did the homework. I didn't pass the test. Did you look at the book? No, I didn't. Well, there you go. Right? To pass the test of life, you're the book, and you've got to open up, and you've got to look at every chapter, and then look what you like and throw out what you don't. You got to rewrite your story. Go ahead, Sharon.
And one of the keys in rewriting, check, son. One of the keys in rewriting the story is connecting to self.
Sharon, you're not going to be louder than me. That's the way it's set. You know, there's the lead singer, and then there's the backup. And right now, you're backed up.
Backed up. No, actually, I'm not backed up.
Yeah, that's what she said. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, so one of the key things in regards to connecting with self is connecting with the breath. And I do these workshops where we actually do breath work because we have lost our ability to diaphragmatically breathe.
Why don't you do something for somebody?
Hey, I'll try that.
Okay,
wow.
all right. So
I'll do
talk
one
to
in a
her.
million.
No, make sure you do that.
Yes,
Okay?
I will. I will
All right?
do one of those classes.
And anybody else that would like to
Yeah.
do something with the group, let us know.
Yeah.
This is your time to shine. This is your stage. Remember something, okay? Everything's a movie. Are you having fun? No. Some people are. You know what? Oh, wait a minute. Hey, listen, let's go out and have fun next Friday. Well, what are we going to do till then? Well, you know what we've always done. Okay, all right. What does fun mean? We're going to go out and drink our faces off, and then all weekend we'll be burnt out. Okay, good. That's what we'll do. Let's have some fun.
And then you promise yourself that you're not going to do that again.
That's right.
Because of
So
how
then you
horrible
never have any
felt.
fun
Yeah.
ever again. How cool is that?
So you
we're not
forget how to
programmed.
have fun.
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead. Talk about
Okay.
your.
So the breath work in regards to really connecting with self and really opening up ourselves is that we have moved from diaphragmatically breathing, the God-given gift that we have been given as
Does everybody
little
know where
spirit.
your diaphragm is?
Yeah.
Not the other one. The diaphragm.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's-
Okay. Your diaphragm's right here. So this is called core breathing,
Yeah.
not nasal.
Yeah.
Look at most people. Wow, I think I saw a nostril move.
Yeah, totally. And this whole thing about having a six-pack and having all this tightness within there, we want to be able to move that. We don't want it to have it stuck.
And we want to make sure that you understand something. We will use humor to teach you. You are not stupid. There is a genius in everybody. We want that genius to come and shine as soon as possible. Do you know why people only breathe from the nose? Because there's a tiger on their tail. You're not gonna, wouldn't want to stand out. You know, wouldn't want to stand out, but guess what? Why doesn't anybody recognize me? I don't know, where are you? So understand something. Stand up, be recognized. Deep breathing, okay? You need to love and honor yourself, and anybody that doesn't, remove them from your life with love. As quick as you possibly can. Why aren't you calling me anymore? Why don't you take a look at our relationship? Seriously, are you, really? No, we're not gonna have fun next Friday night. I'm having it now.
I unconditionally love you, but I may not like you.
That's right. And I'm gonna say that, and I say it a lot. And I tell people, okay, I don't like what you're doing to her. I don't like what you're doing to yourself. Is that okay if I don't like that you're hurting yourself? And that's usually what it is. There's nobody that hurts another person unless they're hurting themselves already. Hurt people hurt people. The longer you stay hurt, the more you hurt yourself and other people. Okay? You're dangerous. And you know what? And here's the deal. Did you know that the majority of the population is in a conscious moment how much of a day? 2%.
Maybe 2.
2%. That's why nobody's getting healed. That's why nobody's really in love with their life. That's why you don't walk around with a slight smile all the time, because you're not grateful. Because you need someone else to fill up your tank. And you can't be thankful unless you're grateful and fill up your own damn tank. And that's how it works. I don't expect Lori to fill me up. Okay? All right? Do you know how we help each other? We fill ourselves up and we shine that light on each other. That's it. I mean, you should see how many people here. Watch when I tell people, you're not smiling yet. Everybody, if you start smiling more, you'll let more in. Your pH will come up. You'll have more oxygen. And guess what? If we were to, I wish we had a camera here. You can see all the people that are refusing to smile. They're just pretending they like their lives. Because guess what? You shouldn't have to have a reason to smile. You don't just exist. You have a chance to thrive right now. You should be excited to be here. Well, maybe not.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. So what did you learn through your meditation?
Yes, so I learned through the meditation, like I said, as I've progressed.
And if you
in
don't
these
like meditation,
meditative-
call it prayer.
Yeah.
You know what? Say anything you need to say to yourself, because the only thing you say to yourself is what somebody taught you. If your family was a bunch of yoga teachers, you'd love yoga, right? Okay, if your family's, if your family was Christian, you'd be everything Christian. If you're a Buddhist, you'd be everything Buddhist, okay? Until you found this girl that she was a different religion and you knew you had to change quick.
You know, I think that what ends up happening with individuals when they haven't done a lot of meditation or not even a lot, being able to go to that place of peace because we are so busy being a human doing rather than being a human being. So the human being comes from when we connect to our breath, because when we connect to our breath, then we connect to self. And that is so key in regards to this entire process, connecting to breath. As we move forward and we're doing the non-surgical work, we need to connect to our breath because we need to intuitively connect to the energetic components of the patient that we're actually working on.
You will breathe with them.
Yes.
And then you will connect to their breath, and then you will slowly start breathing deeper and with more passion. And they will follow you without a word. They'll follow you.
Yeah.
And you know what? People will say to me, well, do you meditate? And I go, all day long.
Yeah.
All day long. What does that mean? What does that look like? Well, oh my God, Dr. Wolf, you got to come over here and help me right now. Okay. And what's happening? That's the meditation, and that's where you need to be, because they've set everything up on purpose, right? And you actually believe that if you don't take on the same vibration as that anxious person, fearful person, depressed person, then you're not a good friend. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that a mother doesn't suffer for her children and her husband, okay? And then husbands, they just suffer. Well, women are born caring. Men are not born caring, unless they lean to their feminine side a little bit. It's true, they have to learn caring. Okay? All right?
So as I was lying here today, I went really deep again, and I can go deep really quickly. And I don't get into my head in regards to it. I'm not saying to myself, I am going to meditate right now. I just connect to breath. And if we go into the busy thinking mind, then we will have such a difficult time in connecting to our intuitive self.
Slight smile, connecting to your breath.
Yeah.
You know what? If you put a smile on, you can't worry. So look at how dedicated you are to being a worrier. If you put a slight smile, okay, everybody, let's put a slight smile on, connect to our breath. Let's just practice for a second, okay, and think about the worst thing that ever happened in your life. But Sam, you're not smiling yet. See, as soon as I said the worst thing, she goes there. Well, that means that if the worst thing, I've got to go into a depression phase or into an anxiety phase. No, you hold that. The physical can override the emotional, and the emotional can override the physical, but you better get them working together. So let's try again. Close your eyes, connect to your breath. Think about the worst thing that ever happened. Where's your smile? Christine, there, that's better. Okay? Stephen, smile. There you go, my friend. See this? You can tell people to smile, and they don't smile because they're not used to it. Oh, I haven't practiced smiling very often. Can somebody come over here and... Yeah, there's one. There's two.
You need a wolf non-surgical facelift so you can
right.
decalcify your face so you can actually smile.
You actually, everybody runs frown programs, and I didn't get mine today. Try it. I'll be quiet. I know that's difficult too, but I will. Just try it for a minute. Keep smiling. Worst thing that ever happened to you. Doesn't even work. It can't work. There's your weapon. So now, if I can get you to believe that the only time you smile is when somebody says they love you, or when somebody gives you a gift, okay, or things go your way. That's not very often, is it? Oh, again, things go Dana's way all the time.
That's right, by the way. I forgot.
Yeah.
That's so good to have you back. Yeah, so I'm lying there on the mat, and and I'm going deep. I get lots of blues within my aura. There's like, it filters in, it filters out. I get light. Now I'm getting little balls, like little sunshine balls within my realm of intuitive or conscious mind,
Sounds like a drug relapse.
Yeah,
Anybody
really.
else want to come up here?
and then with that, this is actually really quite interesting, because I've had some occipital work done, and I was doing some plating, and I've had some like numbness going on in the back of my head.
We'll be showing you the
here.
plate. If you're not doing
Yeah.
the plate every morning and every night, I do the plate every morning. The alarm goes off about 25 minutes to me even thinking of wanting to get up. Plate goes right back there, whether I'm awake or whether I'm not. If I'm awake, okay, and if I'm awake, I'm just thinking about, you know, what a wonderful day this is going to be. I don't picture how it's going to be because it's just a wonderful day, okay? And I might doze off, right? And the plate will go back deep into your occiput or into your cervical spine. And that's what you're trying to do, is open up everything, because they want everything to shut down. The more that they can get you to contract, the less circulation you have, the less spinal fluid gets into your brain. What did you say?
Need more spinal fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been doing plating, and I've been getting some numbness, and it was a blockage, absolutely. And so I ended up getting some occipital work done by Sage. So I've got this bit of a numbness and really quite tender. And so in the middle of the meditation, as I was going through it, I was getting more of those golden threads, which are the synopsis of the brain. The brain is now creating new synopsis. Now, with those golden threads that were coming in and they were filtering down, like these really beautiful golden threads, that this area in the back of my occiput it felt like it was like cold.
And just understand something, everyone, okay? We're not allowed to do this anymore. We're not allowed to use our imagination. If a child was sitting here, you'd go, what a delightful child. Isn't it nice how they use their imagination? And then there's Sharon. Whack job. You're not allowed to be like that anymore. But go ahead.
Well, this whack job, lying on this mat, that was having all these beautiful moments with all these golden threads and these flashes and these blue blobs going through and all of these like different areas happening. This crazy person lying on this mat was now feeling this. It was almost like an ice cold sensation right in this area. And I know it was sending the light to this area, because wherever there's light, well, then there's openness and there's spirit. So I guess this part of my head hasn't had much spirit in it for many years.
The occipital is the main thing we want to block. It's called you've got your atlas and axis, and everybody's frozen. There's nobody that's not. How many times you went like this? What?
Yeah.
Huh? What? What?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to have layer on layer of scar tissue and calcification until it's in lockdown. Is there anybody else who wants to share before we wrap this up and move on? Please come up, Sam.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Lovely to be here with you all. My meditation started out quite tricky with lots of thoughts, so I've sort of focused on the river and let the thoughts try and go by, and they stayed for quite some time. But then I got onto my breathing, to the lionheart breath, which really helped settle me down. So like Sharon was saying, the breathing is really, really helpful and key. I also am a slight whack job and had some wonderful colours and third eye stuff going on. You have to be a whack job to be here, don't you?
You do, you do, you do.
And then there were still more thoughts. There was some just bits and pieces coming up, which have been coming up over the last couple of days actually, which have been anxiety inducing, so I was kind of expecting them. But then I managed to sort of go through that, and I don't know if the music changed or something else. Some of the music I found quite annoying, which sometimes happens in meditation as well. But I got through that, and then I got to a space of floating, and just I wasn't quite in my body. A few pains came up in my abdominal area, which I sort of noticed and put my hands on to sort of just let them settle down. And then I wasn't here. I was in La La Land for quite some time. And then I didn't want to come back out because it was quite a nice place to be. So, yeah.
So the more that you can go there, and the longer you stay there, and the more you repeat this, the faster you'll go there. So you got to understand, there's nothing wrong with her. Her subconscious goes, we haven't been here before. There's no threat, no fear. I don't like this. And I'm going to try to keep you really busy and occupied, because if you don't stay here right now, you will get attacked. So understand, this is why when we come back this afternoon, I need to set the story, my story. And then I want you to take information that you like and maybe rewrite your story. Start rewriting it. The most important thing you're going to do here is to rewrite your story. If you leave here and you haven't been rewriting your story every day and every way, why did you even come? Oh, I needed to get away from my boyfriend, my husband, my wife, the children, the dog. Great. Well, guess what a holiday's good for? Absolutely nothing, unless you're going back changed in some way. This is not a holiday, okay? All right? This is a journey where you're saying, for the first time, I'm going to invest time and energy and money into you, into you. You know what? Doesn't matter. Anybody here could get a phone call. Little Jimmy's in the hospital. It's going to take $100,000. Somebody has to sit beside him and nobody else can do it. You're the last person. You have to be there 8 hours every day for the next 9 months or Jimmy's dead. Where would you be? And you can't even be with yourself for a few minutes and calm down. You can't even say, I'm going to take this course not once, not twice, but 3 times. No. You create blocks for yourself, but they're not your blocks. Remember, believe it or not, the money you make today has nothing to do with you. The money you make today has nothing to do with you. The money I make today has everything to do with me. As soon as I didn't care about money, but I just wanted to live my dream, I wanted to get my imagination back, I wanted to live my passion, my purpose, people throw money at me. And where does it go? I think it's kind of obvious. Okay. What do you think it takes to run this thing? It takes almost all the money that's coming in, and the bigger we grow, I don't have to work harder, because I just get it, because I'm living my dream. I'm living my dream. You know what? I hear it every day. I don't have any money, what am I going to do? I don't have any money, what am I going to do? Sold! Squirrel! Let me tell you something. I already told the story before, but most of you never heard it. Let me tell you, I had Wolf Clinic. It was in the top 100,000 of all the websites in the world. I'd make $5,000 to $25,000 every day. And every day I'd come into work and pretend I made none, because I had poverty consciousness. I walked away from that business. I just walked away from it. And then and then I went away. I didn't work again. I didn't come back to do this for 8 years. 8 years. I wasn't coming back until I could find myself. It was more important. And to do it, I destroyed the business. I didn't destroy it. I got rid of it, destroyed it. You got to destroy things. You know, what are you going to sacrifice for something better, something new? I needed to find me. Whether you guys like it or not, I love what I've got right now. I didn't like it back there. So I got rid of my business, okay? And I totally blew up $3.5 million that I had to find that when I got a call from Ty Bollinger to come back into the health business, I had $2,200 in my bank account. And I was more free, more powerful, you know, than I've ever been when I had $2,200, because I have all the faith in the world, because I had the faith in me. I grew up having faith in the invisible, but God is not invisible. Energies are not invisible, get that. But I didn't realize that I needed to take massive personal action in loving and caring for myself, or I wasn't going to enjoy the ride. Don't tell me you're enjoying the ride. You're never going to enjoy the ride until you totally, unconditionally love and care for yourself and stop telling everybody else how to live. And practitioners, they do it better than anyone else. You think you know what you're talking about. Well, let me see you be that. Let me see you be it. Let me see you actually be calm in the middle of chaos. Let's see your lionheart breath never being broken, or your smile never being broken. Okay? Oh my God, Uncle Harry he had a heart attack and he's in the hospital. It's gonna be okay. We'll go see him. We'll support him in any way. That's Uncle Harry's adventure. He had a heart attack because guess what? He didn't learn how to love himself. That's why heart disease is the #1 killer in the world. You didn't know how to love yourself. Oh, listen, everything was going good, wasn't it, Gad, when you met her?